ACCUSTATS Video Production presents World Class 9-Ball. Hi, I'm Nick Varner at the Masters 9-Ball Championship in Chesapeake, Virginia. This is Barry Berman's promotion, and he decided to have 2 events a year. And what a great match we have today. We have Jim Rempe and Buddy Hall. I'd like to introduce my guest host today, Howard Vickery. Hello, Howard.
Good afternoon, Nick. It looks like we got a good match today.
Sure is. Buddy Hall, I just can't hardly think of a tournament that he hadn't won. And then his opponent, Jim Rempe, is up for the Hall of Fame this year, and he's won so many events. This could be the finals of any tournament, this match, Howard.
It could be, and like you said earlier, these guys have probably played 1,000 times each and in the finals a few times. Yeah,
I asked Howard earlier the question, I wonder how many matches these 2 guys have played against each other in the last 30 years.
Quite a few, I'd say. Well, Buddy has won the lag, and Jimmy's getting first chance to rack. And well, we'll see which is the advantage here. I just got through playing on that table, and sometimes that one ball, like where he has the 3 now, that one ball just doesn't seem to freeze up that 3. And other times it goes right up there in the same place.
What won't freeze? Say, Howard, I know you just got finished playing on that table. What won't freeze?
The 1 won't freeze to where the 3 is now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And then other times it just goes right up there.
Huh.
I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something going on. Well, the very first match, I think you and I did the very first match, we were pounding those balls.
Yeah.
The very first day, I think that had something to do with it. And there's no use in Buddy looking to see if they're straight. They rack in one place. That's it. There's no straightening them. If they're not straight.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Okay, Buddy Hall from Sefner, Florida is getting ready to break the first game, and one of his sponsors is Lucasi Q's. And boy, he hit those nice and solid, Howard, but he came up dry.
Yes, he did. That happens a lot. Paul and I, we just got through playing, and in the beginning we didn't make any balls. And I think it was 7 or 8 games into the set before I ever made a ball.
Wow.
Well, Jimmy's got a nice run here. Just make this 1 come down for the 2. I don't think he'll play the 2-9. He might, but I doubt it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he bumped that ball, but no harm done. Looks like, boy, he could end up behind the 3 there. He's kind of fortunate he got out. I don't think he planned on clipping the 6 there, Howard.
Nah, a lot of things could have happened there. He's in good line.
In fact, now he's made position on the 7 a little harder because he has to get down on this end of the table if he's going to play it in the side. So.
Well, yeah.
You think he'll play the angle on the 5 where he'll come around 2 rails between the 7, 8, float between those for the 6 on the side?
Yeah, that looks like it. I think you'd want an angle on the 6 where you can come 2 rails out of this corner down here.
Okay, he'll play the 5 in that pocket, what we're talking about, and one option he has is come up in this area here.
Yeah, and that looks like about the shot. But he wants to get a two rail shot out. He's got a good angle on this one too.
Oh, real nice. I think I'd do like you say here, Howard. Just go 2 rails and be dying into that 3rd rail. Maybe bounce off just a hair off the 3rd rail, and that's perfect speed.
That is a perfect shot right there. Wasn't much could go wrong there, but he did hit the middle of the rail with that 7.
Yeah, but he had a perfect speed.
Yes, he did.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe's got a pretty nice shot here on the 9 and gets through the first rack pretty smooth and pretty fast tempo, Howard.
Yes, it was. It was a nice fast rack. We're behind just a little bit here.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe wins the first game. He leads Buddy Hall 1-0.
Yeah, the last match on the table was a little slow. Lasted a little long. This fast tempo, it might make up the difference.
Okay, we're here at the Chesapeake Convention Center in Chesapeake, Virginia, and we're at the inaugural Masters 9-Ball Championship, and this is a beautiful room to play in, isn't it, Howard?
Yes, it is. This, I think they built this facility especially for tournaments.
I think you're right. I think this might be the house the U.S. Open built here, huh?
I think so. It reminds me of the room they built in Columbia, South Carolina, that Bob Opsahl designed, and it was designed especially for pool tournaments.
Similar. That was a nice room. I played there a few times, and that was a great tournament.
Yes, it was. I'm not sure that one is as big as this one, but it might have been.
Yeah, that's the one I was having problems with. We can get it tapped.
Okay, but he's having trouble freezing that ball. Maybe that's that ball you're talking about, that one. This time it's a 1-7, and Howard said he just finished a match on that table. And he said that it's tough to freeze those, and so they are starting to look for Scott to wave him down to tap it in.
Well, I don't think you should tap it in.
We need to tap the 5-ball is all we have.
So the 5-ball. No, none of those balls need tap. They all froze up real good.
Oh, he's talking about the 5, the corner ball, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. He didn't need to tap that in earlier. Those balls were all falling right in place.
Now, I was working the match with you, wasn't I, Howard, when Rempe played Ginky the first round?
Yes.
And Rempe played real good, and I see he's going right to the place where he broke from most of that match, and he had a lot of success that match.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Well, that's what we. No,
5-ball
made
finds
the 5
a
ball.
pocket. Okay, now here, Howard, is a situation where he doesn't have a very easy shot. What do you like to do here?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't like to. I don't like to bank that 9-ball straight, 1 ball straight down the table near that 9. I think if you're going to try to put him behind the 8 to play safe, or thin him, now I'll tell you what I like. I like thinning on the left side, and if you hit it too hard, put it over by the 8 and bring the cue ball down by that 7 and 6. I think I like that. I don't see getting behind the ball and kicking it. And I don't like banking the 1 clear down the table.
Hard to bank that 1 down on this middle of this end rail where that 9 is.
He might be just putting it down there where he's got a combo of the 4.
He looks like he was trying to go over and catch the 8, and might have.
He did.
Might have executed that real good. I think Buddy's only going to maybe have a kick off that rail. So nice speed control. He controlled both balls nice.
Well, he's going to shoot that shot on Buddy. He better control it nice, because if he leaves that, if that cue ball is out, that 1 ball is in the pocket, because Buddy will bank that ball and he will hit it with authority.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Buddy. Well, I don't know what you want to leave Buddy. He don't usually miss much of anything.
No.
I don't know what his weakness is. Maybe like a 6-rail bank.
Something like that. It's not cross-side, I'm telling you.
Okay, Buddy's trying to get around that. Ooh, he don't want to go to this end rail. And it looks like he was looking at it, and doesn't look like he can get by the 8. So Jimmy did play good cutting off that whole rail. That was really nice. He really got Buddy in a tough spot. And Buddy makes a great hit on the 1 and swinging around the table, but he's not playing too fortunate here. He's left Jimmy a pretty good shot on the side.
Well, the 6 ball is a little bit difficult, but other than that, not much. But, you know, on Buddy's shot, I like jacking up a little bit, spinning the ball on that side.
Okay, I was
kicking.
talking about the 6 here behind the 7. That looks like the problem with this rack, and the ball that he has to play position on is the 4 ball in the lower part of the screen on the side rail. He has to go from there and try to get position. Now, I know there's a lot of options here. What do you like? Of course, right now we got to wait and see where he's going to get on the 4. But
I like.
what do you like on that 4 ball?
Well, he just went over and looked at the 6 ball where I like to be on it, over near the rail on the pocket, and cut it in the corner. But he's got to deal with the 9 ball. If he does that, the 9 ball might come into play on that shot. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, show me, Howard.
Okay, what I'm talking about is having the cue ball right over in here, but then you got to deal with the 9.
Yeah, it looks like to me, I don't know if he can draw around that without hitting that 7. Look like he, I can't tell, look like to me he almost has to run into the 7 now.
Yeah, it looks like that the 7 or the other ball, unless
he's looking where you exactly where you look. But boy, it looks like to me you can't get around
he tries to put it right over here like that.
Boy, that's a hard spot to
that
get.
Is.
That one you picked out there, you need to be Houdini to get the cue ball in that spot. I like this choice much
that's not
better.
bad right
And he has fallen definitely on the 50-yard line here. He's going to cut this in, and I guess he can hit the long rail.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was thinking he may have to play this in the left pocket and come out of here 2 rails for the 7.
He's looking at that now.
Because the corner pocket's got to be close to being in the way the other way.
He didn't like it either way. I mean, he'd rather be someplace
he really
else.
hit a pretty nice shot there. He didn't get a real good roll on the way these balls. I mean, you move that cue ball an inch either way, and it's pretty simple.
It is, but that just goes to show you.
Ooh, he hit that a little thick. He was aware of that corner pocket. He was trying to cheat that, I believe, a little bit, Howard. And,
yeah.
And
the ball grabbed on him a little bit.
It didn't cut at that slower speed. It didn't cut as much as he thought it would. And now Buddy comes to the table. His first good opportunity to win a game. And looks like here that going from the 8 to the 9 when he plays the 7, that it looks like he wants to get back a little more toward the center of the table, Howard, so he can I'll show you what I'm thinking about on that 7. If he could get that white ball right about in this area, pretty close to the 7 on that angle anyway.
Yeah, he's got that good straight back shot.
Because what he wants to do on this 8 is, when he plays 8 in the corner, is catch this rail sharp and spin back down in this area.
He's got a little angle. He might choose to come straight back, but he's got a little bit of an angle. But those slight angles are
well, he has
tricky
to hit the rail before the side, because he definitely don't. I think he got it maybe a little fuller on this. Maybe he'll have to draw it back without even hitting the rail. It's a little hard to tell what angle he finally ended up with.
Yeah. Well, he did just what you said. He was able to get into that side rail. Well, there's, you know, we was talking about Jimmy's shot. There's one other option he had.
What's that?
And rather than moving balls, he might have just rolled over there and played safe on the 6.
Yeah.
Because the 7 was right there. Could just snugged him in there real good.
Yeah.
But it's tough not to take the offensive shot there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it is tough not to take the offensive shot. And Buddy Hall wins his first game, and after game 2, it's a tie score, 1-1, and.
They're putting up there on the scoreboard anyway. I don't think we need to mark it.
Yeah, but you keep up with it too, don't you?
But it's up there on the scoreboard. It's up there on the screen.
I don't see a thing up there. Said my pretty face.
Buddy and Rempe, they're talking about should they keep score? It's on the screen or something. And
Buddy said it ain't up on the screen.
Buddy says, I don't see no score. Okay, now first 2 breaks, Buddy came up dry, and Jimmy just barely made the 5 in the side, about the last ball rolling. So Buddy is elected. He's not wasting no time, Howard. He's moving to the opposite side.
Yeah, he's getting new ground here. One thing I didn't try in my break was breaking from the center, my set.
Oh man, I like that break. That he parked that white ball pretty strong.
Yes, he did.
He's not going to get a real great shot on the 1. In fact, I don't know whether he'll try to cut it in or play safe here.
Well, he can does have the bank open.
Yeah, that's an option. One thing great about this game is there's so many options.
Yes, there is. And that bank's laying there, and he
can cut it in, he can bank it, he can play safe, and usually you have several options on the safety, and chances are when Buddy gets done, he'll pick the best one.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. If he banks it and that one doesn't hang in the pocket, doesn't go, if it jars and comes out, you could have a pretty good safety.
Okay, he's still trying to make up his mind. He hadn't quite decided. It looked like
he's thinking he might come down, hit that 5 or hit the 8 and get out of the line, you know, with he shoots
that is the danger on this shot. Making the ball is not the most difficult shot, but trying to avoid all these balls down here, because one thing Buddy does not like to do is pocket this ball and get snookered.
No, he doesn't.
And I tell you what, that was a great shot there.
It was a great shot.
He controlled the cue ball to miss the 5, and he had enough speed on it, so if he bumped the 8, that he had a good chance to get away from it.
Mm-hmm. Hit it nice speed. Real nice speed. He's come down for the 3 in that pocket where he is.
Wow. I'm impressed with that speed. It may not be quite where he needs to be, but boy, he got nice and close. That's one thing I've always liked about Buddy's 9-ball game over the year. He just cuts that extra foot off his position, and I think he has to force this off the end rail, maybe come 2 rails around for that 4 in the side.
Yeah, he's got in a difficult spot. Oh, he hit it nice.
Not when you got the stroke Buddy Hall's got. He had no problem getting the power on that baby to get it around, but he's actually falling a little tough again, Howard.
Yes, he has.
He may have to flow fast to the center of the table and take a thin cut on the 5, possibly.
He might do that. He might be. I don't know if he can force this around the table and end up on the short side.
Looks off a fall to go 3,
yeah.
But
he's drawing something
he's
here.
shooting low, so maybe he's going to try to go 3 rails and get there on an angle on the 5.
He tried to use more angle than he had.
He created a little too much angle there. He fell on a tough spot on that 4 there. Got a little jar on it, and he's left Jimmy a pretty nice shot to start with there on the 4.
Yeah, he can either shoot it in, it looks like he can shoot in either corner pocket, depending on which way he wants to go.
And Jimmy picks the left pocket. Yeah, he almost has a choice. Basically, this is not an easy shot, but what's nice about it, he don't have to do anything but really pocket it. And no, he decided he wanted to shoot it at a firmer speed, and he ends up bumping the 5. I guess he felt more comfortable. I think, and maybe I just pinch it over to the side rail, just try to bounce off an inch or 2 and not move the cue ball too far there.
Yeah, I like that shot. Yeah, but after kissing that 7 last time, getting his results from that, you think he might be a little more careful about kissing the ball. Yeah, I don't like to kiss balls unless you have to.
Or unless you have an idea where that white ball is going after he kisses that ball, where you can be assured that you won't get out of position. And Jimmy's got a great position on the 8, great position on the 9, and looks like he's going to win. If he pockets this 9, he win game number 3 and pull into the lead.
Yes, he has the lead.
2-1
in the break, and came up dry last time.
No, he made that last ball rolling.
Oh, the last ball rolling came up dry first time. No, he's only broke once, hasn't he? Buddy came up dry first time.
Buddy made the corner ball last time from the right.
Yep. First game, I think Buddy came up dry, and Rempe was running out. He did run out, didn't he? Yeah, he ran out the first game.
Yes, he did.
They tapped that ball game before last. Now, Rempe's got Buddy racking.
Yeah, it looks like they're spending a little bit of time. When you played on this table, did Did it take you a while to rack the balls?
It did in spells. And in the beginning, they racked good. Then I couldn't get them racked. Then they were racking okay. And this is all in the same places. They're moving the balls around from on the spot, you know.
They're actually pros.
Wherever they're laying, I mean, that's the only place you can lay them. I understand that.
Well, let's see what Rempe does here.
Okay, Rempe staying on that left side. Even after watching Buddy make the corner ball, he hasn't moved. He's staying right there.
Yes, he is.
And he cut that ball a lot and makes the 5-ball again. Is that 5-ball dead the way he breaks, Howard?
Must be. He made 2 balls this time.
Oh boy, look at...
No, he didn't either. He only made 1.
Look at this jumbo pie he's got down here. Playing right in this...
I thought he got it
here. I'll try to stay off the top of your head, Jimmy. But the 2 balls on top of the 3, and first of all, he snookered on the 1.
Yeah, well, I saw the snooker on the 1, then I saw that pile down there. That's not so bad, but the 4 ball and the 9 looked pretty nice. We can get a shot on him. Yes, he just wanted to give Buddy a chance to shoot this instead of him.
Yeah, that push out there, he didn't change it much, except maybe pushing about 6 inches closer. He just kind of shoved his stick at it, and I don't know whether he's seen if Buddy's awake yet today, or
what. He's checking him out.
Okay, now
he must be
Rempe is going behind it, and I guess he's going to try to kick it up underneath these 5 balls over here. Oh, he's trying to bring a cue ball toward him, and
he's all right. He left Buddy a shot, but he didn't break the balls out. And Buddy, well, I don't think he's going to bank this ball down on the 9, but he could. And I don't know what other option he's got unless he can pocket that 1 and get a billiard on the 2-9. But
yeah, this is a shot where it's pretty tough to get position on that 2 ball in the position it's in. I'm not sure what. Maybe here's one option that I'm sure he's considering is maybe play the 1 on the bank toward the 9 and just let the cue ball go over here, maybe bounce off, and he's got a fair chance to snooker him. But
yeah, I like that better than trying to pocket the 1, because the 1's a tough shot. If you hang it up, you like give up the 2-9.
Well, I think the reason it's tough to pocket the 1 here is because the position of the 2 doesn't lend itself to either pocketing the 2 next, or it's not laying real good to play safe. You're kind of trapping yourself, aren't you, if you make the 1 here?
Yeah, and you don't get good position on the 2. I mean, to even make the 9 if you shoot it. Well, Buddy proved us both wrong.
I tell you what, well, he made a good shot. What a stroke he let go of there.
He put 1 on him there.
And he did fall where he can play, I think, a good safety.
Yes, he did.
Well,
kick at this.
I tell you what, I tell you what I like here, Howard, is I like kicking to the end rail, coming down here, coming off the edge of the 2, and maybe hoping something good happens with that 9.
Yeah, that looks like it's his shot, but he's got to hit the 2 or the 9 here. If you can't hit the 2, you hit the 9.
Well, oh boy, did you call that, Howard? Well, I don't know, buddy. Can he hit this thick enough?
Yeah, he's okay with the 2.
So, Buddy, that safety's going to yield a nice, easy 1-shot game if he can pocket this combination. He's got ball in hand, shooting the 2 onto the 9, and ooh, look where that cue ball's at. He wasn't taking no prisoners on that, was he?
No chances. No chances.
He had him safe if it doesn't go in. So Buddy Hall ties up the score, 2-2 against Jimmy Rempe. And boy, I like the action Buddy got on his break last time. The balls were pretty well spread out, and that corner ball flew straight in. I like the action he got breaking from the right last time. That looked real good.
And you know, we made no balls breaking from the right. perhaps they're racking them in a different spot than we are. But you know, it's always curious to me that two guys be playing on a table and racking them in one spot, and two more guys go to the table and they start racking the balls, and different balls start flying in different sizes.
Well, how about this, Howard? How about this one? This one is a sweet one. How about when your opponent's making a corner ball and you go to the same spot, you don't make it?
Yeah.
Now, how about that one? That one's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, you enjoy that a lot.
Unless you're the guy that's making it.
Yeah. Well, I bet his eye in the ball, and he's going over to his favorite place. Well, we got to keep our eye on that 8 ball now, see if Jimmy's made a correction in the rack.
Oh, boy, he didn't hit those.
It's hard to tell.
Off center, and the cue ball went off the table, and the 2 is the ball right next to the 9, right in the center of the table. Those 2 balls together, and Jimmy's got ball in hand on the 1, and but I can't tell if he's got a pocket for the 2.
I think he probably does. He's not even shoot the 9. Do you play the combo on the 5 or shoot the 1?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'd play the combo here. Well, it's hard for me to tell here because of the simple fact I can't tell if the 5 goes in a pocket.
Well, one thing I was thinking about, if he does decide to go for the run, getting position from the 4 to the 5 or from the 4 to the 6. And but it's not. He
may play the 2-9 here. I'm not sure what I would try to get on this to play the 2-9. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think the 2 goes in that corner pocket. But boy, he's.
I think it must.
Does it go?
Or he would be shooting the.
I can really bit.
Shooting a little different. He was shooting right at that. He was looking to see if he could bury that 9, and might have been an option on that shot. And just took the one that came up.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe has got good position on the 3, and it.
But that 7 ball's in a little bit of difficulty there.
Okay, Howard pointed out a real key thing here. Right here is the 7, and that's going to be the key when he gets on the 6. Whether he will play this combination. Oops. He's going to play the 7. If that's the choice, he's going to play that combination on the 7-8, or possibly try to get underneath of it. And
he's pretty straight in here.
He's pretty straight on the 6. He can't do too much except maybe draw back toward the left side of the table. So it looks like he is going to have to play the combo. Now look at the nice angle. Now when you're playing combinations, in this case, this shows Jimmy's experience here, because a lot of people see he can soft roll this 7 into the 8. That gives him a big pocket for the 8. Then, since he's shooting easy, the 7 doesn't move too far, and consequently, look at the nice easy shot he's got here on the 7. And
nice out there. He played that real well.
And that makes it real easy. Anytime you got to shoot a combination harder, the ball that you hit first, sometime will get away from you and you'll get out of position on it, Howard.
Absolutely. And you don't want to get those angles where you cut the ball one way and cutting that, you know, the back angle where you cut the object ball to the left and the ball for the pocket, you got to cut back to the right, and vice versa.
Okay, Jimmy
Those
Rempe.
make it difficult.
Jimmy Rempe wins game 5, and he leads the match 3-2. And Howard was talking about the combinations used. Jimmy made that look easy, and one of the reasons it was easy is because of his placement of the cue ball on position on the 7 to play that 8-ball combination. And the next factor was the speed he shot it. He shot it nice and soft so the 7 wouldn't move too far, and it makes it easier for position, and it made it easier to pocket the combination.
Absolutely.
So
Well, Buddy racked him up, and Jimmy broke him, and nothing went in. And Buddy has a chance to run out here if he can get on this two.
Yeah, what do you like here, Howard?
Well, let's see here. I like getting into this. I like trying to come over in here. You know, go to the rail, come over in here, and shoot the ball there, the two ball there.
Okay, Buddy needs to hurry a little bit with the cue ball. He's a little bit short, and now he finds himself. He's elevated over the 6 to shoot at the 2. He'd like to float it about 1 more inch, at least where he could have hit this without bridging over the 6. But he's in close quarters over there. He's playing on the short side of the table, and
yeah, he just came up a little short. Well, he can play safe. He can roll the 2 down by the 7, or he's over the top of the ball. That puts a lot of difficulty in making this ball. He was under a strain there over the top of that ball with all the kits in it and everything.
yeah, that made that shot real difficult. You know, I'm not so sure what he shouldn't have put him behind the 9 there. The safety, maybe he should have considered the safety a little more carefully.
Yeah, he didn't seem to. It seemed like he rushed the shot just a little bit. Jimmy might be behind the 6 here.
He may get the 6 here.
Well, but he's fortunate. He may get another chance here.
See, I think what happened to him there, I think he got either they hit the object ball too thin, because I think what he was trying to do was come up.
Yeah, come shallow out of that corner.
Or come up along one of these 2 lines here, and instead he hit the rail over in here, which brought him behind the 6. So that could be 2 things. He got a little more spin than he wanted, or he overcut this object ball a little bit when it went in. And
yes, he just got into that side rail a little too deep.
now Jimmy looks like what he's going to play here is one option. Well, no, he's going back to the 2-rail shot, doubled out of the corner and go toward the 3. And you know, there's a system you can use for this kick, and I've been using it for a long time, called the +2 system, and boy, does it work pretty good. Do you use that, Howard?
No, I've never used that system.
I love that system. Now he's missed the 3, and Buddy pretty fortunate to come back to the table this quick, huh?
Yes, he is. I think he shot a little quick and made a mistake, and but he got fortunate to get back to the table. And he's going to be able to run out this set and tie up the match. Things happen like that early in the match, but as the match goes on, they stop, you know, making those little rush errors.
Well, if he's straight in here, he's in a little bit of an awkward position here.
Well, it looks, no, I'd say he can cheat this ball a little bit on either side, but I don't know if he wants to. He can draw it back and shoot the 6 up in the corner.
He's going forward.
Yes, and he's got, this is an awkward kind of shot to make the 6 and draw back. Shoot across the table. It always feels a little bit awkward. It's not a super tough shot, but it is a little awkward.
Oh boy, nice speed control.
Yeah, hit it really nice.
That was a nice shot. Like you say, that shot, it could have been missed.
Well, he wants to get up above the 8 a little bit. He's got a perfect angle to get on the 9.
Okay, Buddy Hall wins game 6, and if he makes this 9, I better not speak too quick here.
Yeah. he got a little shot of adrenaline there when he hit that ball, I think.
If he pockets this 9, he'll tie up the match. 3 games to 3. Okay, we got a great match today. 2 legends of our sport, Buddy Hall, Jim Rempe.
Well, Buddy Hall's in the Hall of Fame, and Jimmy is nominated this year, and I hope he gets in. He's won a lot of tournaments, played a lot of pool over his career.
Yeah, I wish him good luck on getting in the Hall of Fame this year.
Well, he's having this difficulty racking the balls right now, and it's a problem. You know, it gets late in the tournament, you start pounding those balls and everything. They just get where they won't hardly rack up.
Seems like what's tough, Howard. It seems like lately that the 2 balls in front of the 9, the 2 balls behind the 9, seem like there's always big gaps there where they never touch the 9. Nothing ever touches the 9. You notice that?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Might depend on who you follow to the table. Just might.
I think this is the worst part of the game. I wish I never had to whack another set of balls.
Yeah. Jimmy's having trouble with that 1 and 6, that same ball.
Is he?
Yeah, that was what he was having trouble. Buddy's looking as if they're straight, but believe me, those balls on the freeze in one spot.
Okay, now Buddy's going back to this left side.
Well, I don't know why he's doing this. He jumped the table last time, but I don't know why he would move.
Yeah, I guess he has more confidence on hitting them square from this side.
That could be. Oh man, he got a break making the ball on the break, but he scratched.
He got good action, and then I couldn't tell it happened so quick if he got kissed in the corner or followed in the corner.
Well, it was following down there. He may have got a kiss, but it was definitely headed down that way, spinning down that way. Well, Jimmy's got a nice open table here. Just get on the 3.
Going from the 2 to the 3 here. It's going to be a challenge. You got the 3 right in here, and you got the 2 here. The 4 is blocking, and I'll tell you what, he's got his hands full just getting out of here on the 1. I guess he's going to have to take a little longer shot than he wants, and one option he has is come back in this area. And on the next shot, he could maybe cut the 2 in and try to get the cue ball to come across and play it for the side here, or he could stop earlier and play it for the corner. So,
well, there's one other.
All the actions right here in the beginning here, the 1, 2, 3.
Now there's one other option here. He can follow that 2.
Okay.
And he'll follow the 1 and come out this way and draw the.
That's what he looks like he's doing.
And draw the.
Putting high on the cue ball. He is taking the option you're pointing out here, Howard, and I guess he's going to try to draw back up for the side because he's falling straight in on the 2, so he may go. He wants to get down in this area here on this 2. He wants to end up in some kind of this general area right in here so he can play this 3 in the side.
Good side pocket shot.
So that you can watch the cue ball to be headed for that direction.
Well, he's got to hit it.
He
really
might get
well
behind the 5. That was a choice. I was thinking about that before he shot it. Do you go all the way up? Or do you just draw back to that area I pointed out? Do you prefer the way Jimmy tried it, or you like stopping?
I like the way he did it, but I like just drawing it straight with straight draw, no side spin. He hit it with a little right, and that right is what got him in trouble.
Right. Yeah, that spin took him right behind the 5, and oh wow.
He come in the back door on that 3.
He missed it going in, and turns out he hit it off the last rail, and that might be more effective than if he hit it the first time, Howard.
Yeah, absolutely.
The balls have taken a pretty good position here, and Buddy finds himself in a tough spot here, and
that happens a lot on those 1-rail kicks, and I wonder if some guys don't play them But it's tough to play that shot like that. But he hit it pretty good.
He needs for this to fall or get on this point if he's.
Yeah, he was. But he's shooting rather fast, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not wasting his time. He's getting up there shooting.
Now Jimmy's got to roll the 3 in. It's real close to the point in the side. He has to try to get the cue ball to go forward. I don't think he can do anything to make it come back, or he'll be in the side pocket.
Yeah, it's right on that point. He might be able to bounce off the point, but that's chancing.
Yeah, that was nice. He got off an inch, and that's a big inch. That helps a lot.
It does.
That was nice speed and nice position. That extra inch, sometime an inch is big in this game.
It is.
And Jimmy comes around 2 rails, and he's in a position where he can go 1 or 2 rails for position for the 6 here. Well, he's got a lot of options. Here he could play position almost for any hole. He elects to take the side, and got a nice angle to cut the 6 in and get straight in on 8.
Yeah, nothing.
There's that stun shot where he forced it to the right on that 8, and that shot comes up a lot. Okay, Jimmy Rempe maintains the lead after being tied with Buddy Hall. He pulls into a 1-game lead, 4-3.
Boy, that kick. That kick on
that
free
kick
ball
was pretty effective, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I've seen guys kick that before, and they would miss it going in, hit it coming out, and you get a better angle, and the ball separate real good when they do that. And I wonder if some guys play that, but I've never heard him discuss it. Maybe that's.
I don't think he played that.
Yeah, but it does. It is effective when it works, when you hit them like that. Well.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe, 1-game lead and a break, and now a brand new flavor as far as a position on where he's putting the cue ball on the break. He's going about a diamond to the right of the spot. As Jimmy's looking at the spot, and he cut it, and
he made
2 balls.
4 balls.
Wow, 4 balls.
And he's got a safety on the 2.
He kind of cut it and drew it into that side rail, didn't he, Howard?
Yes, he did. And he made the corner ball, and the 1 ball straight in, and then 2 more balls went in after that.
Okay, now Jimmy's looking to chip as we're looking at the screen, right edge of the 2. And that's one thing he's looking at, and probably try to use that 7-9 to put Buddy behind that 7-9, and he's went a little too far.
I liked hitting that ball a little, maybe hitting it with a little bit of spin too, and taking all the way up to the end rail and putting him behind that 2 and 6, getting more farther up the table there.
Like going that longer distance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that one, Buddy may go too far. I can't tell if Buddy left him straight in on the 2, but
he can at least hit it, and I think he can make it the way he's looking at it. Let's make this 2, and he'll be in good shape.
Oh yeah, you're looking at this angle here on the monitor. It's he's got a really good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jimmy's got a probably will swing out of the corner and on the 4. And one option he can do, well, he can play the 6 in the same pocket or come around 2 rails and play it in the opposite corner.
Depending on how firm he wants to hit it, he's coming around the corner.
Now he has his choice, 1 or 2 rails. I like 2 rails there.
Yeah, it puts you in perfect line. He's coming too hard. He came a little too far, and he still can make it, but
he came a little, came around a little short, and tell you what, this is a pretty tough shot, Howard.
Yeah, it's not.
He's going to have to hit this with a little bit of right English to slow the cue ball down, in addition to He's going to have to load this up pretty good, isn't he? Or can he draw to the rail?
Or he's got to come all the way around the table.
Well, I don't think he's going to do that with the bridge.
And he's got to do the bridge too.
Well, he could go 3, I guess, and play it in this lower right corner. And like he could just, maybe he can soft roll it with center ball. It looks like what he's playing, but it's
he don't like it.
No.
And I don't blame him. Oh man, he killed that ball down there a little bit.
He loaded it up with that reverse English. That's what killed the ball there, center ball. I don't think it looked like it really had some reverse on it. Okay, Jimmy Rempe extends his lead, and he's ahead, biggest lead of the match, 5 games to 3 over Buddy Hall. And
well, Jimmy's taking a little bit of a lead here. And both guys are playing at a good pace.
yeah, both guys seem to be playing, don't you think, at a little lot faster pace than both of them normally play?
Yes, they do. Jimmy sometimes plays a faster pace, you know, when he's ahead.
There's a hairline there, but that's the best I've gotten the whole time we played.
What is it?
There's a hairline between the 7 and the 1.
They're all right. Good for the goose.
Well, Buddy's talking about the hairline between the 7 and 1, and we had a lot of difficulty with that.
Okay, now last time Jimmy made 4 balls on the break. Let's see if he can duplicate that performance, Howard.
No.
This is what kills you about this game. Well, he's going to make the 1. And what's important here is he's got control of, you know.
Yeah, he's got the first shot, and he can hit it, and he can play the safety behind the 3 and the 5. That are behind that 3, or he can go ahead and try to cut this ball in. It's a difficult shot. I'm looking for the safety.
Yeah. I think we probably will see a safety here.
I can't see
But
the
the
balls
safety's
right now.
not as easy, I don't think, as it looks.
No, it's not a gimme. You got to really,
To get that behind that 3, it's going to require a good touch. I think he's looking at something else.
He's looking at hitting it thin on the left side and putting the 1 over by there. But now he's changed his mind. He's doing, I think he's going to try to put the cue ball behind the 3. And just behind the 5.
He stopped at the 5. You know what I like here, Howard?
What's that?
I like going to this end rail, over to this rail, and hit the low side of this 1. And if I can get it to get around this 8, go up here someplace, I could maybe drag all the way back over behind the 5.
That's a good
If I can hit it
shot.
thin enough.
And Buddy was in that direction.
He was trying to do that. He got it just a hair. If he gets it a little bit thinner.
Just a little bit thinner. But he was.
Oh, he might have made it if he got a little bit thinner.
Yeah. But he was. I think he was thinking about coming off there and scratching behind that in that corner pocket there, where the 5 and 3 is.
Okay, now notice the soft hit on the 2. Jimmy was trying to control the 2 to get played in the lower left-hand corner, but it got up a little too high where I expect a safety here where the cue ball ends up behind the 9 and the 7, and the 2 just depends on how hard he shoots it over by the 6 or back out in the middle of the table if he hits it real hard.
Ooh.
You don't want this to go now.
He doesn't want that to go. And
he likes the safety, except for one fact. He's left Buddy a kick where there's an awful good chance Buddy can make this 2.
Yes, he has. Buddy's got to like his end of this, I mean, compared to what it could have been.
Okay. Buddy's awful good on these kicks like this.
Yes, he hit that ball great.
He's kicked in a few of those on me, Howard.
Well, it looks like he's close to the rail. Maybe he just stops right there, comes off the rail a bit, shoots 5 over in the other corner.
Yeah, either that or he's got to really whack this ball to get back out.
Hit it pretty firm. Chose to hit it firm.
You know, he just seems to be able to just move that ball from tough angles so good, doesn't he? That's
he does.
Another thing that impresses me about Buddy's game. He just seems to, you know, it didn't look like he shot that all that hard, and he got it out pretty good.
He hit that shot left-handed and hit it pretty good.
Now, if this ball's not frozen, he'll probably come above the side here when he plays that 6 in the corner, and then have the white ball drag across the table and either stop sharp for the 7, or he may want it to bounce off. But either way, right here is kind of ideal
That's
position.
a good, ideal shot. Nice shot.
I was just curious that time how close to that line he would get. I was just curious on where the cue ball was really going to go that time. Howard, I left those lines on there.
Yeah, I know you were.
I couldn't resist myself.
You're testing your drawing skills. I bet he's going to draw this one back. I don't know if he has to get to the rail or just can come. Yeah, going to the rail.
Well, all that shows you is Buddy Hall plays better position than I can draw a line.
Yeah. Buddy's.
You like 1 or 2 rails here, Howard? Or
At that angle, I think I like 1 rail. But it depends on, it's real close to the angle where you go 1 or 2.
well, if I could put it there every time, I'd like to do it exactly like that.
Exactly.
That's pretty
like
nice
that.
speed to go about 8 or 10 feet and end up with a nice shot on the 9. And I noticed Buddy's seems like to me he's aiming a little bit harder. Look like in the early going he's he's playing just a little faster and not aiming as hard as he normally does, and he seems to have bared down on that rack, and he's pulled within 1 game of Jimmy. The score's 5-4, and now he gets the break.
Yeah, he gets the break now. I'm curious if he's going to stay on that same side or go back over there where he had a little success, except when he jumped the table. Might depend on what he sees when he looks at the rack.
Okay, now the last time Buddy broke from left side, he's going back to that right. I think he remembered he made that corner ball earlier in the match.
Yeah, like every time he broke from over there.
Okay, let's see what happens. See if that green 6 hanging on that corner, see if it finds a home in that lower left corner pocket.
Yeah, I bet he don't jump the table this time.
And it sure did.
It did, and he got a good kiss on that 1, although it may not have helped him that much.
Yeah, he's going to have to give serious thought here, though, to try to pocket this 1, because I think of the position of the 2. Of course, he has the option to play safe, but
Well, he's got
boy, you almost got to shoot this 1 here, don't you, Howard, or not?
Yeah, especially if it goes in that right-hand corner pocket. And by that 7, it looks like it's got room too, but it's close. But
in this monitor, it doesn't look like it's got room, Howard. This
yeah,
one, from my angle.
I see it up there.
And even up there on the other monitor, it doesn't look like it really goes. Yeah, if it went to left pocket, I don't think there'd be any hesitation unless he's aiming at a partial pocket. But
well, he's looking at both pockets. I don't know which one he's going to shoot at. Maybe we can get a side here when he gets down on the ball. But he's giving no indication yet.
okay, now notice the nice level stroke. About what level? Nice level plane. Buddy's taking on this shot. Oh boy,
Nailed it.
That's what you call center court there. Now that went in the center of the hole. What a nice shot, and
Well, do you come all the way back for the 3 in the corner, or do you just move it a little bit and shoot the 3 in the side?
It depends. If I got that angle where I'm sliding over just a little bit, that's fine, but I don't want to end up with too much angle on this.
Absolutely. My buddy's getting himself plenty of room here.
He just pulled it straight back. Those are areas where, you know, you'll see players play shots like that a lot different. You don't always see everybody play
sometimes just
the same shot.
Just a little minor angle one way or the other will make a difference on how you play that shot.
You know, when he plays this, he's going to have to load that cue ball with a little English, isn't he?
He's got to get out.
To get it off the second rail.
He wants to be out at least to where he is, you know, the same angle he has from there. But he's got to spin it a little bit and get around, no doubt about that.
Yeah, right where he's at's not bad.
Yeah.
And that's within 3 or 4 inches of where he was.
Yeah.
In fact, he actually may have went a little too far and got a little fuller than he'd like. Where he's going to be trying to go here is, I think he's going to try to go up and play that in the upper right-hand corner of the 5-ball next.
Oh, he's hit it good. Hit it pretty good. And he got it almost straight in. Now, he can still get a hit stroke. He can get off that rail.
You got some options on this shot, Howard.
Yeah, you can follow it, or you can just force it and you know, hit it kind of center ball and force it off that rail. I think that's what he'll do. But it is on the rail.
It looked like Buddy may just force this ball right out and play the 7 in the same pocket. Oh, nice.
Hit it nice.
I tell you, another guy that seems to get the maximum out of those angles is Steve Misrach.
Yeah.
You ever notice how he just takes some incredible straight angles and how much movement he gets on the cue ball? I guess Steve does have such a wonderful stroke and gets through that white ball so good. I think that really helps. And
yes, it does.
But he's disturbed by a guy walking down the aisle here, so he was getting ready to lean down, and so he takes his time, and he's gonna get his focus back on the 7-ball, Howard.
Yeah, looks like he just has to hit this with a little bit of inside, or he might come back and cross for the corner, but no, he's holding this ball.
Yeah, he hit it with the inside. He got quite a bit of angle there. He's going to have to stay above the side, isn't he, and just bounce off about a foot and take a little longer shot here.
He could do that, or he could really load it up and come down and shoot it in the other corner, but I think you're right. I think he's just going to take the angle from up there. No, he's coming on down.
Well, he come across.
He did.
Well, job well done. He's got, we all like to shoot at this shot. We like to be close and almost straight in on the 9, don't we, Howard?
Yes, we do. That makes for a nice end to the game.
Well, Howard, this match, 5-5, the biggest lead so far. Jimmy Rempe led 5-3 at one point of the match, but it's been nip and tuck all the way. Think we got a hill going here?
Well, we can hope for it. We can hope for it. Yeah, nice match.
We can hope for it, but I know Jimmy and Buddy aren't hoping for it.
Yeah, they're hoping for a little separation.
To their favor, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A little separation in their favor.
Well, Howard, I keep seeing your name in the billiard magazines. You're #1 on the senior tour.
Yeah, that senior tour has been good to me. I wanted to call Steve, and I've called him and tried to help him get some tournaments going.
Is that why we're not having no tournaments, Howard? You like that ranking here, that #1 ranking?
Well, it's not bad. I have been telling him that, you know, to have some tournaments, but I'm thinking I should just call him and tell him to go ahead and retire and just leave it like it is. I mean, I don't mind being #1 in perpetuity here.
Okay, we got the numbers on the screen. ACCUSTATS, a perfect score in ACCUSTATS is 1,000. And Rempe has 860 and Buddy has 829. So even though the score is tied, we see a differential of 0.31 thousandths. So normally when two good players play, if they play around 860 to 900, when two good players are playing each other, that is a real good score.
Well, I expect these guys to get better as the match goes along. They both made a couple of mistakes earlier, but this match goes long. They'll tighten up that a little bit.
Well, you know, I don't think both players, now I noticed a little different change in Buddy the last couple of games, but I think when they both started out, I think they played each other so many times and stuff. I think they both had trouble focusing and concentrating in the beginning. They both playing a lot faster than they normally do. They didn't both seem to be aiming quite as hard as they normally do, because you're talking about two players that fight you like a bulldog to the finish line. I mean.
Yeah. Yes, they do. But you're right. I was thinking they looked a little more relaxed or something. But that lack of concentration, I think you hit the nail right on the head.
But now that they're getting closer to the finish line, I look for them to bear down pretty hard.
Yeah, they finally smell the cash or something. They've realized they're in a fight. Well, you need to follow this or draw it. And he draws, comes right around.
Too, but he don't want to be real full on this. He's falling in a tough spot because he's actually going to the rail a little bit. It's going to be hard for him to get out for this 4, Howard.
Yes, it is. That southern ball is coming
this
into
angle
play.
here, he is so full to pocket this that it's hard for him to do anything except maybe draw back on this line, and that's not real good. And going forward, those other 2 balls in the center, the 5-9, are in his way. So let's see if he's able to cheat it with a little spin and get it back close to where he's at. I say he decided to go way, way back, and a little bump here is perfect. Wow. Ooh. Did he come out nice there, or what, Howard?
He did come out nice there. He decided he wasn't going to fool with that 7. Let's go ahead and draw it up there wherever the ball was going and try to get a shot in the side of the corner.
I tell you what excites me so much. Look at that shot, Howard. Most players will try to cheat the hole and end up on the top side of that 4. Buddy from the get-go was coming underneath the 4 where he had a chance, and he just fell with just a shot everybody'd like to have. And look how easy that was to come down.
And no
for the 5 with hardly any chance of anything going wrong.
Right, and no chance of missing the 3 like that either.
Right.
Trying to do something you can't do.
You see a little bit of advanced thinking, well, not a little bit, a whole bunch, but in this match as we're going along here. And right there, that's definitely advanced 9-ball decision-making on that position shot from the 3 to the 4.
And it was a nice thought process there. And he's got this 6, and if he's comfortable with it, he just hits it with a little bit of high and maybe a little bit of left and make sure it comes straight up the table. And
real nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. That up and down speed's nice.
One thing about Buddy, it seems like most of his shots end up about in this distance range.
That is. A lot of shots. He's this close to the ball when he's working.
Year after year after year, he just, what a remarkable touch and control and speed he has with this cue ball. And here we come again. It seems like I've seen this same shot the last 2 times.
He's since he's
on the 9.
From 5 to 3, and now it's like 3 times in a row we've seen this shot. Just gets right in line.
Okay, Buddy Hall wins 3 games in a row, and now he pulls into the lead 6 games to 5. So he's had, he's rolling pretty good, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's feeling pretty good now. Well, now Buddy's made that corner ball again.
Buddy's got a big smile on his face. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing like winning a few games.
That's right. Coming from behind, getting ahead.
Put a smile on your face.
That'll do something for you. Now, Jimmy, he's taking a lot of time racking his balls.
Okay, Buddy Hall's over there. He looks like he's talking to Conrad Berkman from the Billiard News, and he said something funny because I seen Conrad chuckling.
Yes, he is. And now they get the 4 ball on the corner. We'll see if Jimmy made a little, if he's managed to make an adjustment on that 4.
Change the ball, huh?
but he's made that ball every time.
Okay, let's see what Buddy comes with here.
Well,
he's going to get to 2, I think.
Well,
but,
the 4 ball was not going.
Okay, we have new numbers on the screen. Well, look at these numbers, Howard. 860 to 860 now. Don't get any closer than that, does it?
It doesn't get any closer than that.
Buddy's climbed 0.31 of the thousandths. He's made up that difference in the last couple of racks, sir.
Yes, he has. And he's in a difficult spot here. I mean, he's in a spot that's hard to roll out to.
For those of you not familiar with ACCUSTATS, it's a rating system that the owner of ACCUSTATS Video Productions came up with, Pat Fleming, several years ago, and 20 years ago. Matter of fact, been a long time he's come up with this system, and it takes all kinds of things, factors of the game. It takes balls pocketed as one of the categories, scratches, misses, scratch on the break, position errors, and safety errors. There are several categories that are responsible that they have to figure out to come up with this number that we were a minute ago looking on the screen. And tell you what, over the years it's been a pretty accurate system.
Well, he's got a shot here on the 1, real first shot. He rolled out for it, and Jimmy's going to let him shoot it. It looks, I don't know if he's going to go for this ball, but if he hits it a little fuller than making it, he's got a nice safety behind the 6-3-4 with the cue ball.
You know, I think that was another great. Oh wow, I'm a little surprised here. Yes. He was really going after the 1, because I actually thought that when Buddy started to shoot that, I thought what a great push out he did, because about the only thing that could go wrong. Of course, I'm totally surprised he missed the 1, but I thought, you know, unless the ball just hangs up in the corner, almost everything else, Buddy comes out ahead.
Yeah, I was really surprised that Jimmy let him shoot it.
Okay, just got a tap on our shoulders from Barry Berman. He's the promoter of the Masters 9-Ball Championship here in Chesapeake, and he just came up, tapped Howard and I on the shoulder. He's watching the action of this great match right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and got a big smile from ear to ear on his face, Howard.
Yes, he does. He's enjoying it here.
I don't know if that other mic is
working or not.
I just want to say, boy, is this a tough field or what when you've got Jimmy Rempe and Buddy Hall playing in the losers bracket? How you like it?
to get into the money. To get into the money, Barry Berman, if you didn't hear that, just said how tough is this field. This, I think, is a money round here that goes into for 25th to 32nd place, I believe, this match.
And here we're on the camera.
We're on camera, and then you can see our host, Barry Berman, between Howard and myself here. And he said, how tough is this field when Buddy Hall and Jim Rempe are playing a match to get into the money here, playing for 25th place. And one of them is going to be out of the tournament after this match. And you don't see that happen too often, but it just shows you the caliber of the field. I think we had 88 players, Barry?
Actually, we ended up with 86 players. I tell you, like I said, this is Friday afternoon. We've got 2 more days of action after today, and you know, this kind of the caliber of field for this inaugural Masters is unbelievable. And next year it's going to be tougher, just as tough, if not tougher. As a matter of fact, next year's event will be a 5-day event. I'm sure all the players and fans will like that. It'll be compact. It will not be a week-long event. We'll start play on Wednesday. Players meeting will be Tuesday night. And I'm going to limit the field next year's Masters to 128 players. So I expect a star-studded field. And, of course, the U.S. Open's open to 310 players this September. But the Masters for next year, we'll limit it to 128.
Nick, since we're going to have the Masters next year, is there anything you'd like to see changed about it?
Howard, I know what you're talking about, Howard. I already know what. Are you fishing Nick for? I know what you are getting ready to talk about, but you know, I'm open for suggestions.
Okay, well, I was just wanting Nick's opinion on the break. Would you like to have it as it is, or perhaps out of the break box?
putting me on the spot, aren't you, Howard? I think you know my feelings. I like the break box. I don't like break anywhere. I think the players play too good for that anymore. But you've been listening to Barry Berman. He's a host at the Masters, and he is a founder of the U.S. Open, and we're lucky to have him here with us today. And I think his event, Barry, your event's off to a great start, this new event, the Masters Championship, to draw 88 players. It's not as many players as you draw in the U.S. Open, but I don't see too many great players missing.
5 years ago, we had 100 players at the U.S. Open. 5 years ago. So I expect this to take off, and like I said, next year I want to limit it to 128. You know, then we'll see what happens after that. And as far as the break box or breaking from anywhere, you know, I'm open for suggestions, and I just wanted to try something different for this inaugural event. And I like the fact of the Sweet 16 race to 13. I think that's sweet. We'll see how that goes. So, you know, nothing's etched in stone for this event. The U.S. Open, break box, race to 11, and we'll leave it alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But, you know, there's, I've appreciated all the suggestions from the top players, such as yourself, Howard, also. And let's see what happens.
Well, thank you. And we'll be looking forward to next year.
I only want to do what the players, what the players want to do, and we'll go from there.
How many players do you say you're going to limit the U.S. Open to, Barry?
310 is the max that we can accommodate, and each year it grows. Last year 286, the year before 256, the year before that 198, the year before that 180, and then, you know, so according to Scott and Pat with 17 tables on the floor, 310 is the max.
Well, that's going to be a big field.
I'm looking forward to it. It's just 6 months away, and it's been a lot of fun this week. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Barry, and bringing us up to date with what's happening with both events. The Masters 9-Ball Championship. This is the inaugural championship here in Chesapeake, and then filling us in on what's going to happen with the U.S. Open in the fall, and what he's going to do with the Masters Championship for next year.
Back to the match.
Okay, let's get back to the match here. We have Buddy Hall's pulled into a 2-game lead. So he won 4 games in a row. It looked like before Jimmy had much of a chance to win a game, and now Jimmy's at the table, and looks like he got a nice shot on the 3. It looked like he might have got a little straighter than he wanted. So he's having to take a little thinner shot maybe on the 4 than he wants. And you think he's just going to spin up here, Howard, between the 5 and the 8 and try to get in this area close to the center of the table? Or is he coming around 2 rails?
Yeah, like that. I thought he might even come inside the 9 rather than take a chance on getting behind the 9 or behind the 6. And he could shoot the 5 even up in the corner. I mean, it was pretty routine. And now he's coming around for the 6. The 7 ball is the one he's really got to play position to get position on. It's the only one of any difficulty, and it's not really way out of line anyway.
Forward, and he wants to make it at least to the center of the table, and he crossed it 2 or 3 inches to make the angle a little more friendly and a little easier to pocket the 7 where he can come back for the 8 inside. And Jimmy looks real relaxed. His stroke looks real good. He's playing with confidence and
just a routine
great speed control, and he made that look easy, didn't he, Howard?
Yes, he did.
And he wins game 13 and trails in the match now by just 1 game, 6-7. And boy, this match, it has all the makings of a hill game here, Howard.
It sure does. Taking a break.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back in action. We're watching 2 masters of the game play, Jimmy Rempe and Buddy Hall. Buddy got inducted into the Hall of Fame last year, and Rempe's up for nomination this year. And I wish Jimmy good luck, and he's getting ready to break the balls. The score in the match is Buddy Hall 7, Jim Rempe 6, and he cut the 1. He hit him hard and came back above the side. He made it was a corner ball, wasn't it, Howard?
Yes, he did. He made the corner ball.
And if that 1 goes in that pocket by the 4, he's got a good opportunity to tie this game up. And
it didn't take long looking at it, so it's either it goes or it doesn't go, and I think it goes.
I'll tell you what's hard to find here is that angle where he can slide right over for the 3. He's got to come close to the point of the side. He would like to fall here on this angle. I don't know. He can't afford to risk it too much to get snookered, but get on this angle where when he plays a 2, he can go straight over here and bounce off a little bit.
Yeah, you do want to go into that rail.
He'd like to avoid keep from going to the end rail with the follow, because this is just so much easier. That's perfect. Watch what he does here.
Yeah, he's on the.
He just wants to clear the 3, and he's really got a nice layout here. Once he gets a good angle, if he gets a good angle on 3, and there it is, Howard. He's got a nice layout from here. That was a big key as far as running this rack. That very first shot, Howard, when he felt good on the 2, it's going to make the rest of the rack, I think, painless.
It is. A lot of times it's like that. Matter of fact, I think most of the time you get on the right side of the ball, meaning the right, they get the natural angle going from one shot to the next. And you stay on the right side of the ball, and it makes playing a lot easier.
Now, he got a little fuller on this 6. He may have to draw back toward the side pocket on the right side. He has other options. He can go forward with left English and come around. I really don't like to do that myself. I try to stay away from that left English. But he may be forced because of this angle. I don't know if he can get up on this side of the table, or if, no, he is going forward.
Yeah, that angle coming back heads towards the side pocket a little bit.
Okay, he decided to stay on this side and play the 7 in the lower right pocket, and great touch, great angle on the 7. And now, where do you go here for the 8? Do you play it in this lower left pocket, just go between the 8 and the rail?
Well, I like playing the side if I can get it that short, but he's going right on around for the side.
Well,
I mean, for the corner.
That's just ideal there. I like this angle he's got, and I think we're going to have a tie ball game here, 7-7.
Yeah, by going for the corner that last shot, he got away from spinning the ball. All he had to do was just follow it.
Okay, he got those 9 off in a hurry, Howard.
Yes, he did. Jimmy's playing at a record pace here for his game. He is not known for his jumping around the table with a lot of speed.
No, I have to admit his pace has been a lot quicker today than I'm accustomed to seeing, because we did a match of his not too long ago with George Sansusi and him, and the pace was decidedly different.
It was definitely a little more patient pace. Well, Buddy's racking them. He's looking to see if they froze and trying to maybe do something about that corner ball.
Okay, now Jimmy Rempe really broke him good last time. He made the corner ball, which is a 5 this time, and drew him into the side rail, and this is intentional. He's not hitting the 1 bad. He's cutting the 1, going over a little above second diamond, and boy, these balls are all starting to open up like butter, Howard.
He is getting good action on that break. He made 3 balls that time.
And there's Buddy Hall on the screen along with the numbers, and Rempe has pulled ahead a little bit in the numbers. 877 on the ACCUSTAT numbers, and Buddy Hall has 857. And that's out of a possible 1,000. So you can see these guys are playing close to perfect.
Well, Jimmy's made some balls and caught up in the game, so his score is going to go up.
Well, I'll tell you what, it shows you how tough this game really is.
Well, he made that ball and he just spun it. That's having to spin the ball. And he was talking about keeping away from the spin. He spun that with some right And that's what caused him to miss that ball. He just didn't have good control of it.
And on that long distance, most good players prefer to use low English. Unfortunately, the situation that time didn't give Jimmy that option. He had to go with that follow stroke, and most players prefer to be aiming at that cue ball below center, and they try to play their position that way if they have the option. But Jimmy found himself in a position where he had no choice, and he barely overcut the ball. And
yeah, he had to juice up that ball real good, and that was a big game too. That was go ahead 8-7.
Boy, he was looking strong. The last 2 times he broke, I mean, they really got some tremendous action on the break.
It is tough when you make 3 balls on the break and get a shot, and for some reason you fail to pocket the ball. Whatever the reason is, it's big. Especially with the score tied, and instead of being ahead 8-7, you have an opportunity, a chance now to be behind 8-7.
Now here, Howard, what I like to do is draw short of the side and just bounce off when I play the 6, or you can go all the way down to the end rail.
Well, it's perfect for drawing out to the side. That's about as good as you could play it, I think. Oh, buddy, didn't even look like he drew it, but it went over there, didn't it? That was a nice shot. Here's that short shot on the 9 we've been looking at.
Well, I don't know about you, Howard, but that's one of my favorite shots on the 9. And
it is.
Buddy Hall pulls back to a 1-game lead. He's leading this match 8-7, and it looked like Jimmy is going to catch fire with that break there for a second, and that long hard shot on the 2 kind of slowed him down a little. And,
it did.
Buddy was able to get back in the lead.
Yeah, and Buddy's got the smile back on his face.
Yeah, we got Buddy on the screen here, and what do you think's going through his mind?
He's, I don't know. He don't seem like he's thinking about much there. He's not checking the rack. He's not worried about that. He just wants to get up there and hit him. And he's going back to that favorite spot. They both abandoned that left side for the right side.
Well, until Jimmy went out there in space and cut him, I thought Buddy was breaking a little better, but
yeah.
Oh, boy, Buddy's having trouble hitting that front ball square, and he flies to the opposite side pocket and scratches.
Yeah, and didn't make any balls either.
No, he didn't, did he?
And you know something? Buddy was talking to me about the break before the game, and he was talking about the break Jimmy was making has been the best break. And he's not using it. Yeah, he's not using it.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe finds himself 1 game down, but most importantly, he finds himself a ball in hand on the 1. And
he's just trying to decide where to play that 2, and then he's off to the races.
Well, it's real tricky right in the beginning. What we got here is got the 1 and the 2 right here, and then the 3 and the 4 here, and that's what he has to figure out. Once he gets to the 4, this rack gets a lot easier if he gets good position on the 4. And
looks like he's okay here. Just looks like he can just draw that straight back, but
I think he's going between the 4 and the 7 here. No, he pulled above the 8.
Well, I guess he played for that position. It's not a bad position.
Okay, now he's going to come back and try to get close to the absolute center of the table here.
Mm-hmm. Nice shot.
And that's pretty close to the center of the table, isn't it, Howard?
Yes, it is. Just draw back on that 4 and get position on the 5. Draw back a little bit for that 6, and
probably wants to get back at least about as far as he is now. Maybe just a little bit more toward where his bridge hand is, maybe.
Well, as long as he gets a little angle, doesn't get straight in, or doesn't get the wrong angle. Well, it's coming up a little bit shorter, but he's all right from there.
Yeah, this is okay because he'll play the 6 probably in the opposite corner, and he'll try to pull back.
Yeah, just kind of go to the rail and come off with a 7. You can shoot the 8 in the corner or in the side, depending on the angle he gets or his preference. He decides to play it in the corner. Just draw it. Either depending on the angle he has, he can come to either corner pocket for the shot. Looks like he's coming to the right corner pocket.
Okay, and Jimmy Rempe ends up with great position, and I believe he's going to tie this match up 8-8, Howard. And right after he pockets this 9, we're going to change tapes, and we'll be right back. Okay, we changed the tape. We're back. The only thing we missed was Jimmy Rempe breaking the balls, and they ended up in this position. Jimmy didn't make a ball this time, and Buddy Hall's hit the 4, pushed out, and now Jimmy has a choice. He can take this shot or let Buddy shoot it.
Go ahead, go ahead. I just wanted to make it work, so you sit down and you back up.
Well, Jimmy seems awfully relaxed in the match, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He just made a joke. I don't know if Buddy found it humorous or not, but he said the only reason he went up to the table to look at it was so Buddy, when he went over and sat down, he had to get back up, Howard.
Yeah, you don't think Jimmy would make a move on you, do you? A little gamesmanship in the game.
Jimmy does seem to be playing with confidence, and he looks super comfortable. And Buddy's trying to play a safety here and trying to get to 5, but I think he missed it, and he's left Jimmy a cut shot for that lower left corner. Position's a little tricky, though.
Yes, it is, and the ones is not the easiest shot. Jimmy, to get down there, he's got to hit it with a little left. And I think he's got to hit it with a little left, or he's going to run into that 6. Of course, he hits the bottom side of that 6, the side closest to us. It could help him get down this way a little bit. But Jimmy might elect to play safe here. But the way he's hitting them, if he just goes back and forth across the middle of the table, in between the 7 and 9, he's got an angle to get to there.
He's going to find 7, maybe.
Maybe it's close. Yeah. Yeah, he got it.
I thought he might catch the 6 off the first rail.
Yeah,
but it looped underneath. He hit it so hard that it curved. It curved to fall short of that 6. I was thinking when he played that he might catch the 6 here.
Well, he took a little chance there. He wanted to be aggressive.
Well, he sure made a nice shot making that 1. That's not an easy shot, and he got it in nice and clean. And
yes, he did. Oh, it's a nice looking cue Jimmy has there.
Okay, I think here one option that Jimmy has is where you see him pointing his stick. He's going to try to hit the top side, either make the 2 in here or have it come here and back, and at the same time hope the cue ball gets up a long way away.
That'd be a good shot.
He hit underneath of it. I think he wanted to get on the top side of the 2.
Yeah,
those are hard to judge. But meanwhile, he has left Buddy where Buddy is going to have a little trouble. He's got a tough shot on the 2, and he's going to have trouble getting position on the 3.
Yes, he can. He can go for the shot, or he does have a safety. It looks like he may be able to leave bank the 2 over to the rail, back by the 4, and put the cue ball up by the 8. But I think he's shooting at the ball. Yes, he did, and he spirited in there, came around behind that 4 with ease.
He's still got a testy little shot, Howard, because I think he's got a little bit of angle here, and he's got to pinch this back and get it underneath the 6, I think, or can he just kill it right there?
Well, it's tough to kill it. If you kill it, you don't want to kill it and leak over behind that 6. It looks like he's... Yeah, he drew it back pretty nice.
He didn't take no chances on get behind the 6,
he
did he?
Sure didn't.
That was a great shot. Buddy's made 2 championship shots to start this run. They both look pretty hard to me, the 2-ball and the 3-ball, Howard.
Excellent shots, both of them. Now if he just comes up the table, not too far. He's in good shape. Now he has a routine out.
Yeah, he really opened up with 2 strong shots, and boy, that is performing under pressure because the score is 8-8, Howard.
That's right. Now he looks like he came too far to shoot the 6 down in the corner. It looks like he would just go to the rail and draw it, and spin it a little bit and come back and shoot the 6 on that side.
Okay, once you get far enough on this 6, so you don't have to move it too far for the 7.
It looks like he can just stall the ball right there when he hits it. Maybe roll half a ball or a ball width down this way.
Okay, he's down to great position on the 7, and he is having to move the cue ball around a little bit here, though. He's got to go up for the 8, back down for the 9. But
well, if he gets anywhere, he's still got a chance. But if he gets a little angle on either side of the ball, he's all right here. Ooh,
he might have let that get away.
No, he's all right.
Tell you what,
it's a little harder than he wanted. I can see that.
Yeah, he went about 1.5 feet further than he wanted there, so he has to recover, and that's a big part of what 9-ball's about. You do have to change your mind once in a while.
Once in a while, you want to take a different street, different route.
And
now
Jimmy seems to
he's not holding.
Watching another table for the time being.
Well, he doesn't like what he sees happening on the. Oh, that's a nice shot on the table he's playing on.
And, but he got a little out of lane. He comes with a great shot on the 8 and ends up with a good position on the 9. And after pocketing this 9, he'll regain the lead, 9-8.
9-8. He made 2 nice shots, and then he got out of line and recovered real nice on that game.
I tell you what, it's incredible how good he hit the 2. I thought he was going to have a lot of trouble getting out that rack, Howard. That one, most players, they have a tendency to get in trouble on those first 2 balls there. That was good playing on Buddy's part. I think the key to it was the very first shot when he pocketed the 2 and fell with a good angle on the 3 where he didn't have to cut it too much. If he had to cut that 3 too much, he'd had some problems.
He would have had some problems. Yeah, there's a lot of little things can happen in this game. You just got to go ahead and hit the ball and get the best you can. And the worst thing you can do is try to play perfect.
Okay, last time Buddy flew in that opposite side pocket on the right. Let's see how he hits him this time.
He hit him a little different.
Boy, he hit him hard, but he's going to come up dry, Howard.
Yes, he did. Jimmy's made some kind of adjustment over there. Everybody's going to have to go back to the other side or do something.
Okay. Jimmy has got a shot on the 1, and tell you what, it's pretty hard to play safe here, don't you think?
It is a little difficult to play safe, but it looks like he's got a chance. It's tough to get behind that 3 and 5 unless you play an easy safe where you just kind of nip the ball and get over there, but that's still not. I mean, get behind the 4 and 5 with the cue ball over on the rail, just nip it and bring the cue ball over in here and maybe leave the ball over there somewhere, but get behind them.
Well, that may be the shot that he ends up playing, Howard. Let's see.
It's tough to bank you want to bank the 1 down here and leave him a lot of distance, but I don't know if that shot's on.
I don't think he can do that. He's trying it.
He's trying it.
He's got to hope for a good kiss here.
That's.
I think he hit it hard, hoping that it would grab a little on the end rail and then end up coming back between the 4 and 5, but it came on around. So.
Well, Buddy's got I don't think he's got anything he can go for. He's got a safety, I think. Well, you know what I like?
What do you like here, Howard?
I like hitting the ball, bringing the cue ball over around here and banking this ball on around like that.
It's not a bad try.
You got a bunch of balls to get behind there, but that's excellent control right there. That is excellent control.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. And Jimmy's going to maybe even have to curve this to get it this way, or else he has a couple pretty strong kicking options here, at least two that he can make a choice on. If he kicks one rail, he's got a better chance to make that ball on the side. It's close to the side this other way.
This is a tough choice here.
And now he's looking at still a third option of going down toward the 3 and 8 and coming back up to hit the 1.
You know, I like going to the short rail kicking this ball. I don't like kicking it in because the balls are kind of tied up a little bit. And I think I like trying to kick some kind of safety from here.
Well, Jimmy's going more aggressive.
Well, there's that 2 rail kick again where he goes in short and gets in there. Now, I'm not so sure he don't play some of those shots.
A lot of years went into that shot.
I mean, he said a lot of years went into it, but I think I'm gonna practice those kinds of kicks a little bit and see if I can be accurate with them, because they do seem to work a lot. But you can't get any separation. You go to that second rail and come off, all of a sudden it works pretty good.
Yeah, he definitely he got about the maximum you can get out of a kick here. He's got Buddy Hall in trouble here. Buddy just making contacts. Pretty hard to do here. What do you do here, Howard?
Well, he can't see the ball. He's thinking about, is he thinking about tying up the 9 some way?
I don't think he can.
No, it doesn't look good.
I don't think he can tie it up. I'll tell you the truth.
It's hard to spin the cue ball around the 7 and hit the 1. I don't know if he can get 2 rails behind there to hit the 1, and then he's going to hit one side of it, and he takes a chance on breaking out the 4 and 5. He's in a tough spot here. Can't really tell, but his best shot might be to curve it around the 7 and hit that 1, and hopefully hit it pretty full and bank it behind the 4 and 5. But you can't tell if he's got a shot like that.
Might be the greatest shot I've ever seen if he can mash it around that 7 and out in the middle of the table and over that 9 ball.
Yeah.
See, he can't hit the rail and go down underneath and hit it 2 rails, and then he's got a problem kicking this other way because that 3 and 8 going across and back 2 rails out in the wide. I tell you what, if he makes contact here, you're going to see one great hit here. Let's see what he chooses here, because he literally doesn't have much to choose from.
He doesn't have much. I can't tell. Well, he's one short of that 3. Well, he got close to it.
Well, Buddy Hall, he tried hard, but Jimmy on that kick, he just they don't get much more effective in that last snooker that he got on Buddy there.
No, they don't. He that missing it going in, hitting it coming out kick. I'm going to look into those and see if there isn't something to them.
You going to try a few of those, Howard?
I'm going to try a few of those. I've seen it today twice in this match, and I've seen it sometimes before. And I saw Mizrak kick a ball 2 rails on me like that one time.
Oh, really?
Yes, in Lake Tahoe in 1983. And it wasn't exactly like that, but he did kick 2 rails, and he hit it pretty solid too. Back and forth 2 rails like that, I mean.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe, he's studying the table, and what he seems to be most concerned of is how to play position on 1, 2, 3, and then get after he see what he wants to do with this 3, whether he's going to play combination. He really doesn't have a good pocket to play position on it by itself. I think he's going to be forced to play the combination on the 8, and then what he's most concerned about is where's the 3 going to go afterwards. He has to be able to get position on that 3. So he's trying to come up with a plan, Howard.
Yes, he is, but you know, it's almost perfectly straight, and he's straining, you know, looking at that angle. But if he does hit it at an angle, he's got to consider that 4. Although it's not perfectly straight in, it looks like it will almost go if he hits it straight. The 3 into the 8. He's taking a lot of pains with it. He wants to get at the right place on this 2.
Well, he's got to be careful here and not make any mistakes, because Buddy Hall is leading 9-8, and any mistake on his part could put Buddy on the hill. So he really don't want that to happen. And Jimmy looked up at the sky after he shot that one. He knew he was going to be a little short of where he was trying to get, and he's got to be careful here. He could get a bad tick after he plays this combination on the 8.
I'll go ahead and hit this ball hard enough and slow the cue, stop the cue ball or slow it down, and hit enough angle on this 8 for it to go ahead and go into the 4 and go over that way, not try to hold it for that pocket right there.
Well, where he could get in big trouble here is if it clips that 4 too thin, maybe, or too thick, either one. He could get in trouble, and he's been worried about this all along. And the only thing I can say, you were maybe right when you said hit it hard enough. I think he hit it too soft. He tried to finesse and end up getting in trouble. I think that one, I was thinking before he shot that, what I might do is even hit it hard enough to go over to this right rail and just try to get out in the middle. And if it dies on the end rail, you're dead. But
at least you're over there and you can hit it. You're going to be able to hit it.
But anyway, Jimmy, is he kicking?
He's kicking.
His last kick was incredible. One of the greatest kicks I ever seen, Howard.
Yeah, it was that 2 rail special.
Okay, Jimmy Rempe, show you how tough that layout was. He ended up after that 3-8 getting behind the 4, and that was a tough sequence of balls there, Howard. It was hard to make a good decision there.
What I didn't like about what he did was the position he got on the 2. I would have brought he got follow-up position to go around those balls. I would have come down where you play the ball in the corner pocket, the 2 ball, and go to the side rail, the right side rail, and just go up at that perfect angle that you need.
You would have played so you could have stayed bouncing off this rail on the right instead of swinging around too.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I think he might have been better off doing that possibly. He came up a little short going the other way, and now Buddy, this 3-4-5's a little tricky, and then he has to come all the way up for the 6. So it's not like you know, this game's over yet, Howard.
No, it's not like it's over. He's got a shot on this 4 here. He might have preferred to have a little bit more angle on this 4, you know, but it looks like he can make it and draw it over there and get off the rail a little bit. But this shot right here is missable. Oh, he hit that with a nice little touch.
Okay, Buddy didn't really want to get on the rail, because now he may have to favor this shot with a tad of right English and play that 6 in the left corner. And
that's tricky coming off that end rail.
Coming off that end rail, that's a hard shot here. I'm going to watch his head position here to see how still that head stays, Howard.
Well, he stayed down on it pretty good.
Yeah, he stayed with it, put a good stroke on it. He didn't raise up, and raising up on that shot is so easy to do under this kind of pressure when you're down, where any mistake you make might cost you the match, Howard.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of pressure.
If he misses here, Jimmy can tie it up 9-9, but if he wins, he's on the hill and leading 10-8.
Yeah, that's a huge edge when you're playing players on this level. To have a 2-game lead at this stage of the match, that's big.
Oh, he hit that with nice speed.
Oh, that was nice. Okay, Jimmy's got to be thinking, boy, I wish I could have got a shot on that 3 when I played that combination, huh?
Yes, he is. He's thinking about that.
Okay, and looks like Buddy Hall's got great position on the 9, and he's in position to get on the hill and lead this match 10-8. And we're watching 2 of the best. Buddy Hall, Jimmy Rempe.
Well, Buddy Hall wins that 18th game, and that leads in the match 10 games to 8. That was a big game there.
Yeah.
Big game. And remember what you were talking about, the first 2 or 3 balls, getting in the right position and everything. And I think Jimmy, if he had to do over again, may have come down to draw where he could get different position on that 2 ball.
Either that, or I think I didn't think he was too bad a position on it. He could have got a bad roll on the position, but I thought he should have maybe thought more about hitting at a harder speed, that shot. Fire that in and take a. He's trying to control it because he hates to rely on that pot luck. He'd rather.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to control it so he gets a shot because nobody likes to hit him firmer and just hope everything works out okay. Now, Buddy, for the first time in the match on the hill, he is going out in the same place Jimmy's been breaking from the last few games. Let's see if he cuts it like Jimmy and plays the same break.
I'm betting on it.
Okay, and the 1, I think, so it's going to hang, maybe, or go. No, it went in.
Well,
and now it just depends on if he can hit enough of this 2 to make the 2. Jimmy may not get back to the table here.
May not.
Howard.
He's got that 6 up there, just waiting to run the cue ball into and stop there for the 3.
Okay, this is the problem right here facing Buddy if he wants to close Jimmy out to it. He's got the 2 ball right here, and he needs to get position on this ball. If he can do those 2 things, I don't like Jimmy's chances of getting back to the table here, Howard.
No, he's in a bad spot. He's in a bad, but Buddy doesn't want to nip this 4 going in there. And Buddy didn't even bother with that 3. He had enough of it that he could draw it. But he's drawn it
went about 4 inches too far. He's got to stay down good with this 3. If he would have stopped about 6 inches center, he could have just slid up for the 4 on the side and maybe even played the 5-9. Would you play the? That's a good question. Would you play the 5-9 here, Howard?
If I had to, but I wouldn't.
You'd rather play position on the 5?
Yes, play position on the 5.
Ooh, look, that 7's interfering with his bridge. That makes his shot pretty hard. So. Ooh, that's a hard shot. And
you notice he's taking his time. He's not shooting that quicker pace he did very early in the match.
No, he's pretty well since he fell behind in the match. I think it was 5-3. His game has slowed down a little bit since then.
Yeah, he's settled down. He's just not getting up there shooting.
No, he's pretty well been bearing down.
Looks like he's going to go ahead and draw this ball toward the 8.
Okay, now he's hitting it hard and trying to get some bounce off the end rail. And
well, he's got an angle, but he's not perfect here.
Now, where do you go off this 4? Do you go down table and try to come back up to play the 5? Do you try to spin out of that corner? Do you roll it in there and try to stop and play the 5-9?
I like going straight up there the way he's shooting and have the cue ball hit about where the chalk is up there.
Okay. Let's see if he, yeah, Howard, how'd you call that one, buddy? If a chalk had been a little closer to the cushion, he would have knocked it on the floor. Nice call. Great call.
Well, here he, Buddy's got a little bit of an angle here. Looks like he's going to follow the ball. But looks like it's Katie barred the door here.
Well, he wouldn't mind getting a little bounce there.
Yeah.
So he can, he wouldn't even mind floating forward a couple inches here to decrease that angle. And he might even go down and bounce off to try to get a little less angle. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. And
he hit it just perfect. He's off the rail. That moves him off the rail, the side rail. And come down, maybe get a little bit of an angle on this 8.
Well, Howard, it's starting to look grim for Jimmy, and
yes, it is.
but he seems to have things under control. And before we close, I wanted to thank you. It's been a lot of fun working with you, and
it's always a pleasure.
And I'll be looking forward to working with you again.
Okay, maybe before the week is out.
Okay.
Buddy just got the simple shot on the 9 ball, close the set out.
Okay, there you have it, Buddy Hall over Jim Rempe, 11-8 in the Masters 9-ball championship. Okay, this would be a great tape here, Howard, for people to try to learn from and pick up tips. There was a lot of decision making in this match, important decisions. That part you mentioned about those kicks, that was pretty incredible. The results he got off them 2 kicks where he missed it off the first rail and caught it on the second rail.
That's right. That's something I'm gonna look into that. I think there's something to it myself. I mean, it's been happening too much.
Okay, before we close, the ACCUSTATS turned to be 875 for Buddy and 861 for Jim Rempe. And on that thought, Howard, we're going to close, and we'll see all the fans next time.
See you next time, everybody.
And from ACCUSTATS Video Productions, we'll see you soon.